All right, guys. This is a project that I have worked on just recently. I got the idea and ordered some waxed canvas offline. This is really kind of a cool thing. Um, this is my coronavirus project here. This is how bad the boredom has gotten. So I made this little carrier wax canvas. This is one of my Seven Pines Forge hatchets. One of my favorites. Thing's awesome. And yeah, got the buttons on here. Slides right in. Sorry, I don't have my tripod on me. But button it up. Pretty rough looking, but can attach it to your pack. You can put it on your belt if you wanted to. But yeah, it's just kind of a cool project, and I'm just gonna show you guys how I did it. And I don't know, you want to do it yourself, but it's a pretty cool way to do it. And I started making some bigger ones for a longer axe. Not the most handsome thing in the world, but it is definitely something to do when you're like watching television or something like that. So I'm going to show you how I did it, and maybe you might want to try it yourself. Kind of a cool thing, and really inexpensive. And you can make a lot of them. So let's show you guys how I did it. All right, so this is kind of what I want to replicate, just to show you guys how I did it. So, what you want to do is you just want to cut a square off, and you want to make sure that you can take your axe or hatchet, just like this, and that you can flip it over, and it'll be enough here. So the easiest way to do it is to lay it down, make sure you got enough lengthwise, and you want to make sure that you take in account that you want a flap to come down. So lengthwise, flap to come down, a little bit of room down here, and width. You flop it over just like that. Make sure you give yourself a little bit of wiggle room. It's not a perfect science, and you basically just cut yourself a square. All right, there's my square. I want it to close like that because that's the way my mask is. The stamp from Seven Pines Forge. So I'm going to want the flap to come down here. So it's going to close like this. And this is where my handle is. So pretty self-explanatory. Feel around. My head is right here. So I'm going to come underneath the head. My handle's right there. Nice and flat. Just eyeball it. Not an exact science. You can always take fabric off. You can add it, so make sure you're paying attention. Again, just feel around, make sure you got enough everywhere. Yeah. Make sure you don't cut too far in. See kind of what you got there? It's going to fold over. You're going to sew here. There's where your head is. And so what you need to do is feel for your head here. And give yourself a little bit of room. Always just kind of feel around, make sure you got enough room for everything. That's my flap. I got enough to sew there. Shut that down, or shut that up. Everything's feeling right. My flap's gonna come down. I probably don't want it that big. Pull one of those. Just kind of clean it up a little bit. That. I'm going to close up. My flap's going to come down like that. Look at that. Pretty simple. And you just got to clean it up a little bit, you know, straighten out your lines. It's not an exact science, but it's pretty fun. So, sew that together. You know, this one's facing the opposite way, but that's what you get. One thing that I would recommend though, so these are easy enough to sew on when this is sewed up, but like with this other one, I like the fact that I got a strap down here. And if you want to put that strap on, you got to put it on before you close up the handle, or else it'll be an absolute bear to try to get your hand down inside there to sew that strap in. So that's the one thing I would recommend, is before you sew all this up, you know, put that strap on back here. Strap on. Put this strap on back there, and then sew it up. You got your buttons, your things on the back, your straps on the back to attach it to your pack, and that's it. Pretty awesome. Goes right inside. And I sewed all this by hand while watching YouTube videos, watching, you know, I'm watching this new series called Bark Skins on National Geographic. And, yep. Pretty crafty. But it's a good way to spend some time. This whole thing for this huge 25 feet of wax canvas, the buttons and the thread, cost me 50 bucks. And I could make a ton of these and still have, you know, wax canvas left over if I wanted to make a bedroll or even a book bag or other things. You know, it's just something fun to do. Do it yourself. I was looking at these, and you can buy a Helco work one. They're like over $100. But I made it myself. I'm proud of it. It's not the most beautiful thing in the world, but I'm damn sure proud of it. And I know I made it. So, just a little thing to do with your axe or your hatchets when you're sitting around watching TV on the coronavirus lockdown. So, hey, thanks for watching. Click like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.